Welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm dear darling. Shall we see what's going on our lovely island of Fawnhallow today? I don't know how to my voice there. I sound like a very tiny person trapped in a box or something. Today. What a weird analogy. Why did my brain go there? I don't know. Anyway, it's a bit of a later recording today because I recorded some Hollow Knight a bit earlier, and then I was going to record some Animal Crossing, and my friend was like, "Hey, you want to play some games?" And I was like, "Sure, I'll play some games." And now it's like 6, so that's why. I still got stuff I need to do. I need to print out some stuff, so don't worry, I'll do that obviously after this episode. This recording session, it'd be a bit strange to do it in the middle. My phone just got a notification. Where's the art from? You know, I'll reply to that later. Actually, to be fair, normally I just reply when I wake up in the mornings, and then I never check any of my YouTube notifications ever again. This is a long loading screen. How long has this been going on for? A whole minute, or it's been going on for a whole minute. Oh well, so how's your day, guys? Guys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, ladles and jelly spoons, I stand before you to stand behind you to tell you something I know nothing about. Last Friday, the day before Thursday, I can't remember the rest of it. The boy in the gallery will surely spit. I'll give you a chair so you can sit on the floor. Can't think of anything else. I don't know. It's like a whole poem full of oxymorons. Maybe I can find it in this loading screen, as apparently my New Horizons doesn't seem to work or something. What was it? Ladles and jelly spoons. I stand. Oh, it's by Spike Milligan. Mike Spilligan. He does a lot of comedy stuff. I come before you to stand behind you and tell you something I know nothing about. Next Friday, the day before Thursday, there will be a ladies' meeting for men only. Wear your best clothes, and if you haven't any, and if you can come, please stay home. Admission is free. You can pay at the door. We'll give you a seat so you can sit on the floor. It doesn't matter where you sit. The man in the gallery shorty spit. There we go. Spike Milligan. Oh, hello there, everyone. Right now in Fawnhollow, 6:06 PM on Saturday, November 14th, 2020. Now for today's announcements. Tomorrow, Fawnhollow bids a fond farewell to our dear friend Cesar. It's hard to say goodbye, but we wish him luck on his next big adventure. Be sure to stop by for one last chat before he leaves. Maybe bring some tissues. And with that, I'll get back to work supporting you and your enjoyment of this island. Yes, Friday, 14th November. You might hear some fireworks going on because I believe it's Diwali today, which is the Indian Festival of Light. Oh my god, the sunset is gorgeous. Okay, sure. Has there been an update or something? The Indian Festival of Light, I think? Which I don't really know much about, except for we used to have some Indian neighbours, not like ages and ages ago. They always used to decorate the house like head to toe in fantastical little like lighting displays, I suppose, kind of like Christmas lights, but not really. You know, apparently loading screens is all we're going to be doing today, so time to Google what Diwali's about, I suppose. Why did that take so long? Vivian? Oh, Junebug, having a little greenery in your home can do wonders, don't you think? I found that plants are excellent stress relievers, which is why I sent this to you. I just know you'll feel results right away. Let's see, the Festival of Lights mainly celebrated by Hindus. Usually lasts 5 days. What does it signify? Signifies the spiritual victory of light over darkness, good over evil, and knowledge over ignorance. Okay, you know, I can respect that. Like, it seems all like good things to me. There are so many good things for us. Oh, we can actually have a KK Cider concert today. That's a wonderful. Of course, we'll do our usual run around with mushrooms. We'll say goodbye to Cesar, since he's leaving tomorrow. I don't know why the loading screens are so long in this game right now. And I have no idea what's up. Of course, Blathers is awake right now. Loading screens aren't normally this long. Normally they're quite snappy, aren't they? Evening Blathers. Don't know why I said morning. I would like to make a donation of a fantastic little statue that I found from a very non-shady place. Yeah, loading screens. You know what's always super cool is when a game doesn't have loading screens. It's always just like one continuous walkabout. Doesn't like Grand Theft Auto maybe? Oh, sorry, microphone. Grand Theft Auto might do that or something. Does Skyrim do that? I can't remember. It's been so long since I played Skyrim. I feel like, I mean, obviously it's really only something that can happen in open world games. And if you should, you sort of just vibe in here. Even in Heck Yeah, sometimes get a craving for shrimp gumbo, and nothing else will do. Fair enough. I don't really know what shrimp gumbo tastes like. I really do like the colours of autumn. Autumn is probably my favourite season. no less my birthday being in it, but it's like a mild season, you know. It's kind of like spring, but something about the earthy, warm colours of autumn appeals to me a bit more than the bright spring ones necessarily do. Yeah, loading screens. It's been a while since I played any open world games, so I don't really know. Skyrim might. I feel like Breath of the Wild might. I actually own Breath of the Wild and I've never played it. Which you might be like, that's absolutely absurd because it's probably one of the best Nintendo games of this decade or something. And yes, I do know that. I do intend to play it sometime. Maybe it would be something, I don't know, I can play on my channel. It feels a bit long though, so maybe, I don't know, I feel like I've been considering starting to do maybe a Twitch stream every now and then, or YouTube stream, I don't really know. It sounds like fun. But I'm like, I feel like I should play a different game. To be fair, I was like, maybe I should play some Teamfight Tactics or something, because that's a sort of just a random game I can play at any point, but I don't know if it'd be all that entertaining, you know? If it comes down to it, these videos are meant to be entertainment or something, or at least meant to contribute something to your life. I'd hate to make a video and be like, oh, this is actually detrimental to my audience's life watching this. I don't think anything would feel much worse than that. Look how pretty the sky is. Well, sunset always is pretty. Is that an elegant mushroom? Heck yeah, it is. It's our first elegant mushroom. I wonder we even got any, to be honest, with our pitiful island rating right now. What am I doing? I'm looking around to see if there's any mushrooms over here. A couple. There's no insects we need to catch. No, there's any fish. I haven't been playing at night time at all, so I've not been catching any fish. What's up, Amelia? Yes. Loading screen's always cool. You know what's always really cool? We're gonna do. Oh, tomorrow we can actually do some villager hunting. That's exciting. When they have like mini games in a loading screen. Didn't like some company patent that for a while, which is why we didn't see it. Like business. Sorry, I'm trying to go on like 5 different tangents at once. Wait, see, it doesn't live up here. Like when I used to play Neopets, I can't remember, but there was one of the games had like a loading screen mini game in the game itself, which was always good fun. It was like Click the Cheers or something. I don't remember Chia being one of the pets on Neopets. It kind of looks like a potato with hair and eyes. Hello, Cesar. Well, if it ain't, dear, you know I'm moving away tomorrow, right? Gotta say, there was never a dull moment with you around. Thanks for that, kiddo. No problem, Cesar. We might need to get your picture. So we should invite you to Arv's Island before you go. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, I had like loading screen minigames. I could have sworn a company patented it and then never used it. Maybe like EA did or something? Hello, Lily. Sounds like something EA would do, to be honest, wouldn't it? I'm struggling to come up with a last minute dinner plan, Pitter Patter. Why don't you have some beef ramen? I don't know. I suppose beef might be a bit questionable, in fact there's cow villages and everything. What about, I don't know, seafood ramen? Why don't you have chapaguri as a throwback? Anyway, what was my point? Don't know what my point was. I don't even remember what I was talking. Oh, loading screens, yeah. Why do we do away with those, you know? I suppose it's because nowadays loading screens are often quite fast, since hardware and software have all been optimized. And it's only people who have perhaps less up-to-date hardware and software which tend to feel the effects of loading screens. Like nowadays, I mean, that's the first time I've had a noticeably long loading screen in Animal Crossing, to be honest. I don't remember last time I had one. And my PC has got quite good specs, so don't have to load too long games. So I guess that's kind of why they dealt away with it. They don't want to put emphasis on the fact that the loading screen is so long, is my particular estimation. Whether that's true or not, I do not know. That's my guess. Also because there's not enough time to do a lot on the loading screen. Nowadays they just put like loading screen tips in and stuff, or I suppose in Animal Crossing case they don't do anything. It's just a black screen. But like in League of Legends they do loading screen tips, and usually the loading screens are reasonably fast, so you don't have a lot of time to read them. Actually, to be fair, recently they've been a lot longer, so I guess it goes both ways. We'll have a look at Nook shopping, and we'll also have a glance at which posters we still need to buy for people. I Love You, I'm pretty sure we've got this one. got Amelia, we got Audie, Axel, Diana, Rigby, Eric, Flo, Fuchsia, Lily, Raymond. So we don't have Pashmina nor Cesar, it seems. So Vivian, Silvana, Rowan, Raymond, Lily, Fuchsia, Audie, Amelia. Okay, yeah, so we're just missing Cesar and Pashmina, which we'll take care of right now. Right here, right now, right here, right now. We'll see if the loading screens are still as long as they were before. Sorry, just if you can, I don't know if you can hear that, I'm scratching my hand. Yeah, I don't know. Loading screens, they just be long sometimes, and if you're too impatient, sometimes it doesn't work out, eh? Let's fly to Harv's Island. I know, what else could you even do in loading screen? Like, obviously the point of loading screen is because they're trying to load all the assets or whatever for the game, so they can't really have you interact with anything from the game. Unless there's something they can sort out separately. It's like, imagine if you could like sort out your inventory in the loading screen or something, that'd be kind of cool. Of course, that probably doesn't seem very feasible because the point of a loading screen is meant to be loading everything, including the inventory or the environment or whatever, but I don't know, perhaps there's a game design way such that it could work out. Not that I know, but it's possible. Hello Arv, it's been a while since we've been here. Oh yeah, I forgot that's not how it works. How does it work? We do this. We walk in. Then we just grab villagers. It's been so long. It's so dark. Why is it so dark in here? I don't have any other amiibos, I'm sorry to say, so I can't really pull anyone in. Hello Cesar. Hello Pashmina. Amazing. Should we take a picture? Everyone scream. Woo. Okay. Alright, see you two. Thank you for flying all the way out here just so I can get your portraits. Luckily you seem to have instant teleportation, so that sort of thing is rather easy to come by. Alright, take us back to Fawnhollow and we'll do a bit more flower cleanup. Back to Appletown. Sorry, let me take a sip of water, a bit thirsty. I feel like tips and hints and tricks and that sort of thing are always the most straightforward way to go when it comes to loading screen things, because it's something simple. It's like it's the equivalent of just having like a loading screen in itself, right? Oh, Harvey didn't call us? Normally he calls us when adding portraits, doesn't he? What on earth is Caesar's poster? What is that? Fair enough. What's Pashmina's like? Cute. I don't know why some of them just wear different clothes. I guess they're properly dressing up for their portrait, you know, fair enough, I respect that. Bring out your shovel. I don't remember if we customised it last time or not, so I guess we'll do it now. Just to make sure. Yeah, you could just put a loading screen tip, of course. The problem with loading screen tips is, you still need to write them, of course, for one. That's a rather minor thing, I'd imagine, in the scope of creating a game. Writing some loading screen tips are probably not the hardest thing, although perhaps it's difficult to come up with something which would be useful and readable in such a short time frame, and digestible. I always think a nice one that they can do, especially if your game is in a different story or world, is you can drop some lore in it, you know? I suppose the downside is it feels like a pretty lame way to find out important bits of lore, but you can drop like small things like, oh, this character's favourite dessert is pancakes or something. I don't know. Whatever it is, it should probably not be tied to gameplay, because if it was like, oh, didn't mean to pick it up, but sure. If it was like, oh, this character's favourite meal is pancakes, and then that's how you had to find out to give them pancakes or something to win them over, that's kind of lame, because like, what if you didn't get the tip, you know? I feel like loading screens are sort of, not by definition, but assumed to be not part of the game experience. Apparently we left one flower here for no apparent reason. I could not tell you why. Oh, I did not mean to dig it up, but it's gone now, so tough, I guess. No, what was my point? Yeah, just like these mini lore tidbits, I suppose. They're always nice to read, I think. Like, Lee does that as well. But people memed about it for a while because they used to have like, or they started out having more useful tips being like, oh, this is the shortcut for whatever. Or like, giving you game hints. Like, beginner's advice, because fair enough. Normally it's the beginners who read that sort of thing. Well, not all beginners. Like, I am the sort of person to probably read loading screen tips, but I'm not. But some other people might not be. They might be like, one, not even aware, but not paying attention during a loading screen or something like that, which is fair enough. There's a loading screen. What else are you meant to be doing? It's not interactive. And, what's my point? Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. Yeah, the loading screen tips got memed on for a while because they started adding in more lore-based loading screen tips. Things which aren't very useful, of course, to the average person when they're going into a game, but I think that's probably the best way to go about it, in my opinion. Because a lot of newbies, I don't think, will use loading screen tips as much of a learning point to begin with. Especially because a lot of loading screen tips and advice in the game can get outdated very quickly if metas evolve, especially on an online game like League of Legends is. But perhaps not so much a case in offline games and single player experiences where it's only really your own experience which is being influenced. Because giving a wrong tip in a single player game is sort of like not necessarily a bad thing, because they wouldn't give it as a tip if it wasn't something that they were taking into account as their expectation of how to play the game. And if the game evolves such that that's not how it's done anymore, then so be it. We can buy some customization kits, which is why I'm here. But in an online game, like how metas change, things can become outdated very, very quickly, which would result in giving pretty bad advice, potentially, to a new player, which is just misleading. So I think lore is probably the way to go about it, where you can give like little tidbits about their favourite characters or whatever, relevant, or a little bit of going-ons in the universe, the game universe. The sunset seems to have faded away now. Well, not faded away, but you know, set. probably the way you phrase that. Is this the last patch of flowers we got? Wow. We've come so far. What am I hitting? We've come so far to lose it all, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I don't know, what game has a cool loading screen? The other thing I like is when loading screens are like of characters and scenes in the game itself or whatever. I guess nothing else. I was going to say like the TV show or movie, but they don't really have loading screens, do they? It's an exclusively video game thing, because it's well, maybe not exclusively, but it makes more sense to me to be an exclusively video game thing, because it's something which requires an interactive medium. We might actually have we've got quite a clear night. It might be a meteor shower tonight, I don't know. I must have missed like quite a few of the months of star fragments now, haven't I? Oh well, it doesn't really matter. I've got multiple years left in this game. I don't think I need to worry so much about it now. What was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, no, when they give like scenes, like animated, or animatics I suppose, of like different locations or places you've seen in a video game, that's pretty cool. I can't actually think of many loading screens right now. Like, there's not been many games in recent times where I'm like, this has a distinctive enough loading screen for me to remember. I remember Divinity Original Sin 2 definitely had no loading screen. They just had like the splash art of a game as a loading screen, which is, you know, boring, but fair enough. It's something you don't want to invest a lot of resources into a loading screen, because ideally you don't want your players to be really watching a loading screen all that often, do you? You kind of want them to be experiencing the game itself rather than being stuck on the process of getting towards that game. But I don't know, I feel like a little bit of it adds a nice bit of charm to it. I think Divinity also had tips in it, but I don't remember. If there were tips, it was hard to read or whatever. But Divinity's quite a big game. It's got a lot of moving pieces and all that stuff, so it's not surprising that loading screens actually took a while. And oftentimes we were reloading, we were also playing online, so it's based off... I suppose it's probably based off the host's connection. It was not me. Usually I host on the online games because for quite a long time I had the best internet and one of the better PCs in my friend circle. So that's what happened. I lost my train of thought again. Oh yeah, Divinity. Divinity had quite long loading screens. But yeah, there's a lot of moving pieces. I know Skyrim definitely did as well. I didn't play Skyrim for all that long though. I only played it for like 11 hours or something. I should really go back to it at some point. You know, that might be an interesting stream game. A game which a lot of people have played. But you know, it's also like, what's the point of me streaming? Like, who's going to watch my stream? But also, on the other hand, I should be streaming if it's fun. On the other hand, I don't know if it's fun, because I've never done it. All very up in the air. Take another sip of water. So that, a bit of a jump cut. Oh, recipe. I don't remember what I was talking about. I know it's something about loading screens. Oh yeah, I was saying I didn't play much Skyrim, so I don't know if that had huge loading screens or anything like that. What other games? I don't know, I had to think of big games. I don't play many big games. I feel like indie games don't have always much loading screens because they tend to be much smaller in scope and simplistic, right? So things tend to be rather quick. I don't know, I feel like most games just go for the classic black screen, animated thing in the corner. The Animal Crossing does that. I think Cuphead did that. There's another game I know definitely did that, but I can't remember what game it is off the top of my head, which might sound stupid. No, I guess it kind of is, but I can like... Or maybe I'm just thinking of Cuphead again. I might be thinking of Cuphead again. It's like, yeah, that's right. It's just like, I don't know. A loading screen is a blank canvas. Paint something on it. Which is a very artistic interpretation of something which doesn't matter that much, but still. Oh, you know what? I should check if a Hollow Knight video is uploaded. I actually forgot to upload it, so it's actually quite late today. Hour left. Okay, well, guess it's coming out at 9 instead of 6. It's quite alright. There's good progress made in that one. I was going to say spoilers, but now I realise that this Animal Crossing video is going to come out after the Hollow Knight, so it doesn't really matter that it... Anyway, what's my point? I don't know. Did I have a point? Probably didn't have a point. Just like loading screens. It's cool potential. I want more lore. I want more cute animatics, but unfortunately that's budget that would be going into the loading screen rather than the actual gameplay loop. Or gameplay anything really, so perhaps things are better this way. I don't know, does any game out there have notable loading screens? It feels like such a weird thing to have a claim for, I suppose, as a video game. I'm gonna Google that. No, I didn't mean to do that. Video game memorable loading screen. The 15 coolest video game loading screens. Alright, fair enough. Let's see if I played any of these. Highly doubt it. Sure, I'll accept your cookies. Resident Evil. These images are no longer available. Metal Gear Solid, Devil May Cry, Spec Ops The Line, Lollipop Chainsaw, Assassin's Creed, No More Heroes 2, Rayman Origins, Dirt 2, Devil May Cry 3, Dragon Ball Ultimate, Okami. Oh, I have Okami. I should really play that at some point. I was going to add that into like next chain of games I might play at some point. After Spiritfarer probably. Okami. Okami. One Chambara, Invade, a Load, Bayonetta. I have not played any of those games. Oh, I keep hitting my microphone, I'm sorry, it's in a weird position. What game has the best loading screens? Oh, here we go. Reddit r/gaming. Bethesda loading screens. Oh yeah, you could rotate the characters or whatever. In the Skyrim one, I remember that. Google Dinosaur game. Okay, well, I'm not sure if a dinosaur game counts as the Google Dinosaur game counts as a loading screen. I guess it kinda does. You're waiting for the internet. Or some sort of internet connection to load. Wait, what? I feel like some of my A button presses aren't being registered. How peculiar, huh? Oh, sit up a bit. Oh, Bayonetta, you can practice your combo while you loads. That's pretty cool. That's a good implementation of gameplay inside of a loading screen. Mirror's Edge, Assassin's Creed, I haven't played any of these. Stuntman, Dota 2, what? Okay. Well, that one wasn't even uploaded, so I don't know. Anyway. Iconic loading screens. The Bayonetta one sounds cool. That seems like a cool way to... So I guess you can really just implement the part of a gameplay loop in it. Get some... And that makes sense for Bayonetta, because Bayonetta is much more about practicing combos and getting it down right for the combat system, and I think it's how it works. Oh my god, we're so nearly done. This is the last patch of flowers. We're almost there. And then we need to redesign the river. And then I don't know what we're going to do. The river's going to be symmetrical though, probably. At least in shape, and it's going to have 2 mini islands. One for Fauna? And one for Vivian, I believe. No, one for Phoebe and one for Fauna. There we go. When we eventually get them, but of course we don't have them yet. So as of right now, we just gotta deal with what we got. The untamed spreading of all these flowers has finally been controlled by spending numerous days digging up all of them. I should see what day I started digging them up on. And if I dig up like 100 each day, that's an absurd amount of flowers. It's just growing out of control. If only I could go back in time and tell previous me, hey, you probably don't want a wild looking island, so maybe don't just plant flowers everywhere. No, my shovel. I didn't realise it was about to be through. Alright, let's go buy another one. Then we need to clear up some of the furniture, we need to clear up some of the trees. So much to do. I'm so thirsty. Glug glug. Vivian, are you going to buy anything? I wonder if you can influence your villagers to buy things, because you used to be able to do that in New Leaf in retail. You can put things up for sale and they'll be looking at it and be like, this price is interesting but it's a bit steep, what should I do? And then you'll be like, buy, or don't buy it, and then they respond randomly or something, I don't remember. I guess our villagers back then had a lot more money. Nowadays it seems like our villagers are constantly broke, trying to save up for the next thing. They're trying to buy the next cool magazine, next cool book. It's all very strange. What are you looking at, Raymond? Just the sky? It's a good looking sky, isn't it? If I remember, I'll have to check in later tonight, see if we get meteor showers or not. I've just been pretty lazy while playing Animal Crossing, late at night especially. I know we still got like fish and stuff to catch, don't we? Gosh. Got fish, we got deep sea creatures, no bugs. Almost. I wonder what will happen when we catch our last bug. Will Flick like congratulate us personally? I don't know. All confusing, isn't it? Maybe I feel like I read somewhere that it was the next time there's a fish off or a bug off, he'll give it to you, which seems a bit strange. Or maybe next time he just visits your island, that probably makes more sense. Which also includes fish offs or bug offs. And here we go. A final flower. Perfect. And right on time to round off this episode here. So, oh, wait, hold on. There's 3 more flowers. They are hiding behind trees. You cannot escape my wrath. I will get rid of you all. Because that's what I do. Alright, now let's round up this episode. So, if you have been watching, thank you very much. This has been Animal Crossing New Horizons. I've been Dear Darling. Usual stuff, any likes, comments, subscriptions, all greatly appreciated. And if you want, join my Dear Darling Discord down in the description below, or follow me on Twitter, or both. I don't know, you do you. Hope we can see each other again, but for now it's our farewell. So until next time, Bye bye for now.